Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you could come up with another brilliant idea to get us all killed, or worse, expelled.
We're just waking up, so you good.
No, it's what time is it? It's 10:30. We should be awake by now.
Yeah, you should have been awake
Okay.
by now.
All right. Let's start this. Dude, oh my gosh. Is it recording? It's recording, right? Is this start recording? Should say stop recording.
It says stop recording.
Okay, so should be good. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming back. Welcome to your favorite podcast. This is the Maximum Filipino Show. Oh man, I cannot believe we have another guest.
Yo,
But,
we're being consistent about this. I like it.
I
like
know
it.
exactly. My name is CB.
And I'm Waka, yo.
Yo, so we have something special for you. And I know I say this in every episode that we have something special. You can already see her on the screen.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Like, I found her account on TikTok, and once I saw that one viral video that she posted, I'm like, this girl is funny. I have to have her in podcast. So please welcome. I'm gonna call you Bunny because that's what you put on TikTok and Instagram, even though you put your real name on YouTube. So I'm gonna call you Bunny. So please welcome Bunny. What's up, Bunny?
Hey, how you doing? I'm all right. Just chilling with some relatives out here in Baguio City. You know that place?
Oh,
In
yeah.
Baguio.
Okay.
Oh, we have a lot
Okay,
of friends from
good,
Baguio.
good.
Yeah, we have a lot
Oh,
of friends
thank
from
goodness. 'Cause, like,
there. So do you?
yeah, I
hold
don't
on.
have to explain where that is.
No, you don't have to.
Do you know how to speak Ilocano?
You know what? I am Ilocana, but unfortunately, I was never taught.
Uh huh.
But I can speak Tagalog and Cebuano though. Those are like I can speak
Oh.
those
Oh,
too.
wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
I noticed that.
Hold
I
on.
noticed that.
So you're Ilocano, but you speak Bisaya, Cebuano.
Yeah, I actually like I lived in Cebu for like 8 years.
No way.
'Cause
Oh.
I went there for college because I wanted to live like in a different place.
You know what? Your English accent makes so much sense now, cause Cebuanos can speak fluent English. You guys' accent is amazing in English. It totally makes
Oh.
sense. It totally makes sense.
Okay.
Cause a lot of
I
people.
guess so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of people from Davao and Cebu who cannot speak Tagalog fluently. They can speak, whatever dialect and English way better than Tagalog.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense for you. I just didn't know because when I heard her on, on TikTok, I'm like, is she for real? Is she from there or is she from US? Because man, your English was so clean. I'm like,
I know. It was phenomenal. It was awesome.
it was great. I couldn't even hear like a heavy accent. It's just like,
Right?
is she from the US? I don't know.
Yeah, nobody believes me, man. Like I'm out here trying to rep my country, and they're like, you're not from
I saw
there."
that one video where you were on the you shared your experience on the taxi, and you were saying that you were expressing that the guys were trying to rip you off, like because they said, "Oh,
Yes.
we got a U.S. person on the," and then they were talking in Tagalog, and
Yeah.
by the time they stop, and then she turns back at him and is
Yeah.
like, and says everything in Tagalog. Is like, "Hey, I heard everything you just said. I'm paying
Yeah.
you." I was
Yo.
like,
I
wow.
know how much to pay you, boy.
Yeah,
I know
right?
the word "kuripot." That's me.
Yes. No, but
Oh,
seriously
it's good.
though, so when I saw your account and I heard your, first of all, to all of you watching this podcast and a big fan of Bunny, this might be her real voice. If you're wondering.
Yeah, I know this really is my real voice, but like, you know how like TikTok commenters be? They're like, "Oh, this is not her real voice. This is a recording. This is just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this is that. It's all that." Oh, hey, this is a girl.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, so that is her real voice, because it's like, it's usually the Dora voice, which you did so perfectly. Your Dora voice, it's just amazing.
Not just a door voice,
like-
man. You got a radio voice. Do you do radio?
She does have a radio voice.
You know what? I've always wanted to do radio, and I would kind of just like pretend, like just do Siri voices, mess with my friends. And this one time, my brother called me in the middle of the night, right? And I pick up a phone and I'm like, oh, let me mess with this guy a little bit because like I was a little mad at him. And then I was like, wait, what did I say? Um, Hello, thank you for calling Globe Telecom.
You see?
Please press one or something
Press
like
one.
that.
Press one.
So I go like
Yeah,
that.
that was perfect.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got that
so I
voice.
like say something like that, but you know, like way better. I had like a better script in my head. And then he was like, what? And then he dropped the call and he called me again, and I was like, and then I was like, so are you gonna press one or what?
Yes.
She has it.
Yo,
It was
you
good.
you should try that with when you call, because I've seen these videos when they call like companies and they do that. If you wanna it's like, well, trying to reach for this person, you know, it's like, if you want to reach this person, press one.
Being
and
the
then
automated system.
Yeah, and then they will press one. Like,
Oh my God, I
you
should-
could do that.
Should
Yo.
try that. That would actually be pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So let me ask you this: Why? So we're not a big account. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We're not a big account yet. So I'm gonna ask you: Why
But
did
you
you
will
say?
be.
Yes. Oh, thank
I'm
you.
taking
Thank
it.
you.
I'm
Yes.
claiming it. I believe it.
Why did you say yes? I always ask that to all of our guests. Why did you say yes?
Well, I mean, other than like you guys approaching me like being super friendly and all,
Yeah.
I love talking. Like I never shut up. So if
Yeah.
there's an opportunity to talk, I will do that.
Yeah, your TikTok is
Yeah.
apparent about that. Yeah, when he was telling me, when he was telling me about you, I looked you up and I was like, this girl just goes, just talks,
Yeah.
just. Are you bored?
Yeah, yeah. Hard to find somebody who can keep up with me, really.
So have you always been funny since, I don't even know. I'm not gonna guess your age. I'm not gonna even assume. So I assume I guess I can assume.
Come on, man.
If
I
you watch
assume
some-
you're like over high school, right? You're done in high school.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely done with that. Like this, you don't get to do this in high school.
Okay. Have you always been
Definitely
funny?
not.
Even in when you were in high school?
Yeah, I've been told that yeah, I mean that, so far as what I've been told, like when
Yeah.
I was young, I was always funny, but then again, like when you're young, you're like funny, annoying, but
Mm.
like lately you kind of learn how to navigate social like situations, and then you just become more funny and less annoying.
Mm,
So yeah.
okay.
So yeah, I was definitely like way more annoying when I was younger. Like
No.
like top shelf shit.
But your vibe, man, we're vibing with you.
Yeah.
Man, your humor, like I said, that one viral video that you did, when you there's a bunch of cars parked on the sidewalk. I was like, that is a perfect joke. That joke was awesome. Man, I was like, how do you come up with all those funny stuff? I mean, because you didn't plan that, I assume
No,
you
I
didn't plan
didn't.
it.
It's like I was just walking like back from the gym that day, and it's like I had this thought like, oh God, I hate these cars parked on the road. You know what? Let me
Oh
be
yeah, I
sarcastic
remember
about
now.
it.
I remember now.
Yeah. So it's like I think it's not so much that I plan things out. It's like whenever I see something that irritates me, it's like, might as well laugh at it.
Oh, man, but it was brilliant because it's like you're doing this Dora voice while you're traveling and in the journey, and then you're supposed to take the sidewalk, and there's just not
cars.
one car, but 4, maybe 5 cars.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh my God. Just if I tried walking down this, like there were actually way more cars behind me, but I didn't want to go back there because like there's just one creepy dude that stares at me every time I pass by, and I just kind of stare back at him like, I see you.
Yo,
I
but
know where you live.
it's and then you did the same thing with a I think it was a delivery guy with a something like a container in the back of his motorcycle, and it's blocking your way. I was like, this
Yeah.
that humor is just level up, It was crazy.
You
I was
definitely
like,
have to see the one before it.
I was like, this is like over the top Mr. Bean kind of humor, but what you're doing is narrating it And it was and you ended it in Tagalog, you know, when you cuss in Tagalog. I'm like, yo, this is perfect. And I was like, I have to message her and put her in the podcast.
Oh well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Yes, yo, it was awesome. So is it hard for you, since you are, so your kind of humor, and we know this because Filipinos are funny, right? Filipinos always
Oh
just
yeah.
They like to
Our-
crack jokes.
Definitely.
our kind of humor is totally different between, you know, the Filipino humor and the Western humor. We love to make fun of people. That's how, you know, like Vice Ganda thrive. You know, making fun of
Oh yeah, yes.
you know, making fun of
remember it.
people. But your humor is different. Your humor is more like in a Western kind of humor, where you make jokes, you narrate things, and we see it around here. How did you adapt that kind of humor? Did you just were you always been like that, or it's just you
Yeah,
watch
kind
shows?
of. Yeah, okay. So like ever since I was a kid, we had like, well, we had cable TV when I was younger, but like when I was like 9 or 10, mom sort of like cut that stuff off. She
Mm,
was like, okay, we're not having cable anymore because like you guys do
Mm.
nothing but watch TV all day. Y'all gonna do books now.
yeah,
We're doing books now.
yeah.
So yeah, but before the cable cut off, before the dark ages,
Dark
I
Ages.
watched uh I watched like nothing but like American cartoons, movies,
Mm,
I see.
yeah,
and that kind of stuff. And then when I started reading, it was mostly like Western kind of literature.
yeah,
Hmm.
And don't get me wrong, it's not like I dislike Filipino literature. I read a lot
yeah,
of that as well.
yeah.
But like in our family, we speak English
Oh, okay.
because we're just kind of like that kind of family. Like my mom grew up speaking English, and I grew up speaking English. My dad's South American, yada yada yada. A lot
Mm.
of reasons.
Wait, hold up.
My whole
Did you
life
say your
story.
dad is American?
Half American.
Half
Yeah.
He's
American?
he's like half American.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes me a fourth,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
probably like that's enough explanation to why like I'm
Right.
a fourth the size
Yeah, yeah,
of
but
a
I mean,
regular American.
but you can't inherit like language. You can't inherit, accent. You have to learn all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's like I mean like he's half American, so like he does the whole English thing, and my mom grew up in kind of like one of those Doña families.
Right. Makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it's the English, it does just passed down and stuff. And I just happened to lose the accent because I watched a lot more like cartoons and stuff like that. Like that was always my jam.
Mm,
And I learned this later on. But apparently copying accents and sort of like integrating characters into like your character is kind of like is an ADHD thing, which I do have.
oh.
So that's
Are you
me.
one of those people who like when you when you hear people talk, you copy their voices? Like for example, when they say, "Oh, I don't really like that," and then you go behind their back subconsciously. You don't do it intentionally, and you're like, "Yeah, I really don't
Right.
like that." You copy and mimic the way they say
I
things.
swear I don't do it to be mean. I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. It's like
Yeah.
there was this time I went on a binge. I was watching Hilda on Netflix, and then they have like these they have those the British accents and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Right.
for at least 2 weeks, the voice in my head was British. So yeah, so
Oh.
that happens. And right now I'm kind of like I'm on an Irish/Scottish binge on TikTok right now. So I'm just glad I don't have any friends from there because I don't want them to feel like I'm making fun of them. Um, so embarrassing though. I was playing Super Mario for a while when
Yeah.
I met this girl that I really really liked,
Mhm.
and she was Italian, and I did a really stupid Italian accent in front of her. And this whole time, like I liked her so much, I didn't want to do anything stupid in front of her, and I just go, "Let's go."
Oh. Did you do the hand motion too?
Yes, I would let's go. And then I'm just like mortified. I look at her. Does she hate me now? And she's like, "Huh, that was pretty good." I'm like, "Oh my god."
No, because
Oh my god.
and I hear you. We talked about this before. The voice in your head. By the way, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have a voice in his head.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Apparently
Oh, so
that's a
you're
thing.
one of those
Yeah,
peeps,
he's one.
Yeah,
of
I'm
those.
one of those peeps.
the voiceless ones. Can you still like imagine figures in your head though?
So yeah, we apparently learned that I imagine by pictures and figures versus him, he actually hears the audible voice in his head.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's us, you know. Like we've never had a moment where there's no voices in our head, like no peace. Even when you're about to sleep, there's either songs or something that you remembered, and then you can hear and see their faces talking with their own voices.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can like, so okay, so I didn't realize that before either. And I can hear voices in my head, but I can also like see like figures and stuff like that. So it's like I have these entire scenarios there, which
Mm.
can get kind of scary sometimes because like you don't want that when you have an overactive imagination in the middle of the night. Now
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a bad time to
Oh,
have it
I've
if you
I've
can't turn it off.
I've seen some of your little your one of your videos where you were, when I picture dreams, it's vivid. But man, there was that one video that where you said you woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't go out to sleep because you had a bad dream, and you explained it in detail. I'm like, how much of this dream did you remember? The one
Oh
where,
damn, that's like a really old one.
yeah, I went back as far as when you started, so I can understand
Yeah.
from how you started and how you grow up.
We stalk our guests because we want
Stop.
to.
Okay, lovely.
Because we
lovely.
want to get to know you. You know.
Yeah, just to understand you. You did. I don't know. Have you always had because towards the latest videos, I noticed that you developed your automated voice, or how I see it. Like you went from.
Yeah.
I mean, you had it in the beginning, but you perfected it as you kept doing it over to now. I don't know if you've seen it, because in the beginning,
Yeah. No, because she found her niche, you know, because that's most of content creators like that. You know, they start with something that has nothing to do with everything, and then when that one viral video come out,
she went with it.
she went with it. You know what I mean? And it, like
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it.
right, because
Yeah.
Charlie D'Amelio, her first videos is not dancing video. And then when she had that one dancing video and went viral, she went with it, and she's been doing a lot of dancing videos.
Makes sense. Makes
you know?
sense.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
definitely. I've always been able to do like those voices and stuff, but I never really did them like on TikTok at first because I didn't think like anybody would care.
Right.
But you wouldn't
Okay,
imagine
well, I
there's
was
like
wrong
many
about
people
that.
that does it.
Yeah. No, not at all. And I'm gonna say, I'm not a simp, but I'm gonna say you are adorable when you're doing it. It's not like, like it's not like those, because when people do it, it's creepy, like it sounds like Chucky. Like I don't want to see you in my
Right,
dreams,
yeah.
But the way you're doing it is adorable, and it's not like those annoyingly adorable. You know what I mean? I'm not saying
Yeah,
you are-
I always love doing that with my friends. But yeah, the annoyingly adorable thing. That's something that I pretty much did develop with my friends because it's like sometimes I want to complain about something, but I don't want to come off as like a jackass about it.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
do it in an adorable voice. And like for some reason, I found that people tend to love it when they're hearing the cutest, most adorable little voice and it starts cussing the shit out of everything.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
You be
people love that.
you'll be a great puppeteer. Like, I mean, you'll be great in everything, because the voices itself is
Yeah.
a great asset. Like what he said, the DJ voiceovers for cartoons or any other animated stuff, puppets.
Oh, I would love that.
Dude, you be.
Yeah, you
my
even
gosh, I can't
be
even
good
imagine.
in reading an audible book, like because people nowadays.
Dude, I want her to be my not Siri, but my map navigator.
That'd be great.
Like, is it Waze or
Yeah,
are
Waze.
we
That's
talking
right.
about, like-
Yeah, Waze.
Okay, yeah. I was actually considering trying to make a voice pack for Waze,
Oh
so
man.
maybe I'll do it. I don't know if I should make a clean version or
You
maybe Waze doesn't allow swearing. Actually, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know, because a lot of people. I guess you're right, because a lot of people have been asking and petitioning to have Samuel L. Jackson to be in Waze. Turn right, mother.
I would definitely download that.
Yes, right.
I would download that.
Like you already know where you're going. I just wanna hear his voice in the morning.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, give me some form of happiness because apparently bacon is bad for you.
Yeah. All right. How
Can't
about
have it every morning.
so with your humor and with your confidence, was it hard for you to let's do with the start a relationship, because for guys, and we had this conversation before, guys are kind of, most guys, and this is hard to admit, most Filipino guys are a bunch of wuss, and I mean that
Oh my God.
I mean that in a good
cannot.
way.
agree more.
Right?
Could not agree more.
Like,
Are you
Okay,
saying that
so
because you're a woman?
I'm saying it as a woman who has dated many, many Filipinos
mm-hmm.
and who has gone from unconfident to confident.
Mm.
My goodness, the things I have heard, the things people have told me. Um, wow, where do I even begin though? Like, okay,
that
what's ask
that
me a
bad.
question. Ask me like
So,
any
okay,
specific
yeah.
question.
When do guys typically approach you? Because I mean, you are okay. You're not that tall, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I'm really short.
you're not intimidating, physically intimidating. You know what I mean? Because usually
Hmm.
tall girls are intimidating. Like, I don't want to approach that girl, especially if you're taller than me. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna ask you out. I don't want to be your
That
pet.
yeah, that tends to be a thing.
Right, but once you start talking and you are confident, you're well spoken, and you have amazing humor, because that's our number one. Listen, guys, number one weapon when it comes to approaching girls is to make them laugh. But for you, there's, I mean, I don't know. Do you find other guys? Do you find them having problems or difficulties approaching you or asking you out or asking for your name or your number?
Yeah, well, I guess the ones who are too shy to ask me out, I never
Mm-hmm.
have a problem with them because I don't know they exist because they never ask me out.
Yeah.
But the ones I do have issue with are the ones who are a little too confident.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you said that humor is like a number one weapon
Yep.
that a guy can use in approaching a girl, right? Right. So I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, but I will say if I was holding a katana, that guy was holding a butter knife, and he was trying to come at me like he had the same thing.
Right.
I
So
never heard it that way, but okay.
that brings me to my set of questions. It's like kind of a segment
Hmm.
because you are a hybrid. You're a hybrid of Filipino girl.
Yeah, I'm very eco-friendly. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. No, but you're a rare form of a woman in the Philippines. We don't, and I guess it's part of our culture. You know the culture of Maria Clara. Like, you're not
Oh
supposed to
my
be.
God, I literally hate that. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't
right.
hate Maria Clara. I hate the concept. That whole,
Yes.
oh, you're a girl, you gotta be this, you gotta be that, you gotta be
Mm.
pretty and soft spoken and don't take up too much space and don't make the boys feel uncomfortable. No, I will make you feel very uncomfortable. If you can step up to me, then we can be friends. But if you don't want to, then maybe you should sit down and try to talk to somebody else.
All right. Well, my question is this, and I can give you time to think about it, and maybe you can answer it. Give me like 5 ways. I know there's many ways, but just top 5 ways how to approach a woman like you. Not just specifically you, but a woman like you. Like, tips to give
Oh,
guys
okay.
how to approach women like you, who are funny, confident,
Okay.
well spoken, and all that.
Okay, well, I guess number one is don't be cocky. Come on. Don't be
Mm,
cocky. Nobody likes that. I mean, people can tell when you're fronting, like whether you're approaching a guy or a girl. If you're fronting, they will know.
mm.
And they're
Mm.
just going to be kind of, looking at you like, really?
Because
I want to,
you can see through them, right? Like,
yeah,
if they're,
you really can see people. Yeah,
yeah.
especially when they're trying way too hard to be cool or trying way too hard to appear interesting. It's like,
Mm,
stop trying to be interesting just to be interesting. Like, what do you like? What are your hobbies? This and that. Like, come at me with something you like,
mm,
and maybe we can have conversation about it. So that's number one is don't be cocky or like, don't try too hard. Another thing is like, just sort of like be honest
mm.
type of thing, which I guess is basically the same thing as don't be cocky because well, okay, maybe it's not that much of the same thing, but it's like yeah, you don't want to exaggerate things about yourself, and it just makes people feel like you're just really insecure about yourself.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
And it's not like I don't like people who are insecure. It's that there's an honest insecurity and there's a dishonest insecurity. Like the honest insecurity, I'm fine with. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous, ha ha ha, and I would think
Oh,
that's cute. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
adorable, baby. Let me
yeah.
pick you up and put you in my pocket. But
She said,
when
adorable and
it's
put
like,
you. Oh, man.
oh
Dang.
right, wait, sorry, I'm a woman. I don't have pockets. Those are not made for us.
Oh yeah, right. And also, what if it was a 6 foot guy? Like, I'll pick. Wait, I can't pick you up.
You know, I'll put you in my purse, maybe.
Right, right.
Right. But yeah, so the dishonest kind of like insecurity is like, oh yeah, well, I've got this thing and I've got that thing. It's like I
Mm,
drive this really expensive car that belongs to my mom,
yeah,
but
right.
it's mine right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, look at how cool I am. Let me buy you a drink, shoddy. Someone actually said that to me, and I'm like, stop it. Bad. Like if I had a water bottle, I'd be like, bad, sit down.
Yes, dude,
Don't do
that's
that.
awesome.
Okay,
That is
I'm sorry.
awesome.
I'm
man.
rambling so much right now.
No,
It's
no,
like,
you're good.
No,
okay, we'll
I
only-
get it. She's,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
frustrated.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
I know.
Bring
I
it
feel like
up.
this
Yeah,
is
it's so fun.
just so
I
you
have,
guys know, this
yeah.
can be this can be a counseling session. If this
This is happening
if
to you.
you want to let out all these problems when it comes to guys, do it.
Oh my goodness! Like where do we start?
Come on.
5 years old.
I mean, it's Women's Month. Do it.
Oh,
Is
that's
it?
true.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow, Waraka, you've been sleeping under.
Apparently, I do sleep under a rock. Last night, just
No, what do
I
you mean you're
confirmed that.
sleeping under a rock? You are the rock.
We may be related, but
He is the rock.
Possibility. It's a possibility.
Yeah. So how about humor? Do you like guys that come out with a joke, like when they?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, that's like my number 3 is like have a sense of humor. Because a lot of times, like oh my god, I've had these guys approach me with just like a hi, how are you? Like, I'm a nice guy. I'm such a nice guy. But it's like, okay, but do you have a personality?
Oh wow.
Do you have a sense of humor? Can you make a joke? Can we, bounce jokes off of each other? Can we have conversation? Just be funny, be interesting, have interests, please, for the love of God.
man,
Like anything that's past just 2 things. Because I don't hate on things like League of Legends or like Mobile Legends or playing
Interesting.
basketball or football or whatever. Like I do all those things too. But like, what do you do outside of that?
Makes
Because
sense.
we can't have a million conversations just based on those 2 things.
Right, right. Do you go with pickup lines?
Yeah, I think pickup lines are funny, just not like the overused ones. Like the original funny ones, like even if they're a little inappropriate in the way that's dark, not inappropriate in the way that's sexual. Because like depending on my mood, I may or may not get pissed at you.
Yeah, I almost made a pickup line list for you and see if it will work out. I'll give you an example. I used this pickup
Okay.
line before and I thought it was funny.
okay.
Are you?
So
Are
there
you
you go. He's already like.
I'm gonna try it.
aggressively striking.
I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm gonna try it. And you said being honest with insecurities.
let's see.
I gotta be
Yeah.
honest. I'm insecure with my my funniness and my humor, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
It doesn't
Let's
show.
do this.
Alright.
Are you by any chance looking for a stud?
A stud.
You
I
know,
should say yes, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Sure.
Oh, because I already have STD. I'm just missing you.
Oh. That's lovely. That's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it didn't work out either. The first time I said it, it's okay.
Oh. Well, it's all right. My man right now, how he got me was through something like that. Like
Really?
he said something like that. But it was on our first date. It was a friendly thing.
Mhm.
And he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I saw this girl," and then I was like, "Oh, damn, I can't wait to disappoint her in bed." So, yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Wow. And that turned
And
you.
another thing, yeah, that made me laugh. So I think pickup lines that make me laugh are like a good thing. You know,
Mm.
humor. Oh my goodness, humor is such a
Yeah.
great thing.
Yeah. So you still
'Cause-
find, because what they said was opposite attracts, and for the most part it's true, but
Mhm.
it's not. So you still find guys that are funny, interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I wouldn't be able to stand being in a relationship with someone who doesn't have some sort of sense of humor.
Mm.
And yeah, maybe that opposites attract thing is applicable to some things. For instance, I am not very good with saving money, but he is a lot better than I am. So
I
that's
think
good
that's a
opposite
I
attract
think
right
that's
there.
a I think that's an extrovert kind of thing, because I'm the same way. I'm a very extrovert, and I suck in saving money. Like, I suck
Yeah,
at it.
okay, so like we're extroverted with our money too. Like
Oh,
has to be out there.
oh my gosh.
If you're gonna
Yes.
get something, you go
Uh,
big.
who solved the mystery? You're welcome, NASA. If you're watching this, which you are.
This is it. This is your perfect partnership. This is it. That's us. Like, I did the test. You know that test when you do the sanguine, choleric,
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot what those tests.
I don't remember the other one,
Is
but
that like
personality test.
Yeah,
the
personality test.
it is the Myers-Briggs
Yes.
personality
Oh my
test.
gosh. All right, we're done. I can't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm smart sometimes.
You're smart sometimes.
Yo, she
Yeah.
said it. It's either it's nonchalant or she's just numb, or maybe both. You see
man.
how she said it?
Yeah, she just said it clean. Like
I know. I'm
I
smart.
would never have
sometimes.
thought of that.
I'm smart sometimes. But anyway, so I did the sanguine, cholerics, melancholic, and phlegmatic, right? And typically when you do that test, have you done that test before?
I've done the test, but I don't really remember it. But mostly because I'm a bit of a stickler with tests like that. It's like there is the Myers-Briggs personality test, and then there's another one which is a little more accepted in the scientific community, which is like the Big Five test. So
Mm.
instead of placing you in a binary like you're either extroverted or you're introverted, it is kind of like a scale. Like you have a certain percentage of introversion and extroversion,
Mm.
since the world definitely does not function on a binary,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
neither do people.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny because I'm bisexual. Like what?
Yeah, so when I did the test, and typically you would have at least two or three. It's either your sanguine and choleric. Sanguines are the extrovert. Cholerics are the hard spoken. Those are the bossy type of people. Melancholic, they're emotional.
Right.
Phlegmatics are the shy. And typically you will have two or three. And I did the test, and I'm super sanguine. Like, I have nothing else but just sanguine. Like, I'm
wow.
just extrovert.
Wow.
Oh, I love a good sanguine with little fruits in
That's
them and everything. Delicious.
that's why I'm.
Oh, sorry, that's sangria. Let's continue.
Okay. I was like, where's she going with that?
I know.
It's like,
All right. Well, let's go back to your content creation. I noticed that you don't post a lot of things on YouTube.
yeah.
Are you just focusing right now on TikTok and Instagram?
Oh no, my ass is just so lazy. It's like the editing part of it. I do have a friend though. He's like, hey, let me edit your videos for you.
Yeah.
He wants to like sort of like learn the meme kind of editing that I do, which is really just watching. I mean, the only way I really learned editing was like watching a bunch of different YouTubers and just copying their editing. Did I say copy? I meant plagiarizing their editing.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
more
you heard it
acceptable.
here
That's
first.
way more
I said
acceptable
that.
for
I
sure.
said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so he was like, let's do that. And I'm like, sure, let's do that. But then there's me having to write the scripts. And my God, it's not hard to write the scripts, but when you have to sit down and do it, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
well, now I don't want to do it.
And it doesn't seem funnier
God,
when it's
I am-
scripted, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, it's like, I mean, sometimes like the script helps. It really does. Otherwise, I'm gonna be rambling for like 2 hours when it's just gonna be like when it's supposed to be like a 5-10 minute video. So yeah, I do need the script. Otherwise, my ADHD is just gonna be like, hey, let's talk about this and talk about that.
I think you will thrive like phenomenally in vlogging.
Yeah,
I think you'll be so good in vlogging because the way your brain works is like what you said. It's like it's so impulsive. Like you go here, we talk about this, and then you go back here. And I feel like, do you have any problems approaching strangers? Because you did that with the taxi driver. Do you have any problems approaching strangers?
Oh no, definitely not. I mean, earlier I made friends with a taho man.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was
yeah.
selling some really bomb taho, like the strawberries in it.
Oh, I've never had that, dude.
Strawberries
I
in it.
I know. Oh, what?
Okay, okay. Let me put you to this. Next time you're in Baguio, find the taho man. He could be any taho man, and he'll most likely have like the taho with strawberries, like the strawberry syrup, and oh my god, dude,
Oh,
it's the
What?
bomb.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that only in Baguio or anywhere
I
in PH?
huh. Yeah, I think it's mostly in Baguio. Some of them have ube taho as well.
Wait, so
So,
what?
Ube.
What
those guys
happened
are
to
a
the?
bit
I
more.
almost said areola. That's not. It's not areola because areola is part of the woman's body. What is
Yeah,
that?
I mean, I could tell you, but I think that's a conversation for my physician.
I'm sorry. What was that? The sugar syrup thingy that they. What is that called?
That's anibal.
That's totally
It's like
off, man, bro. That's like
it's like
from A to Z. Like you're trying to look for the A, but you're all the way at Z. What the heck was that about?
It went from G-rated to R-rated. Hey, manong
yeah.
taho.
I feel like because there's a little bit of a jump.
Hey, manong taho. Will you put some areola in my taho, please?
And then he just pulls his shirt off. I'm just like, oh no, adult male nudity. Nobody.
Yo,
like that.
that was messed up. Yeah. So what happened to the arnibal? They don't put that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like instead of the usual anibal, they use like the strawberry jam, like
Oh.
strawberry and like syrup or whatever. And there's like actual like fresh ass strawberries in there.
Oh wow. Okay.
It don't make sense because when you go to Baguio, it's either you get strawberries or peanut brittle. What else can you get in? You get a lot of things in Baguio,
Baguio.
but they're mainly known about their
Yeah.
about their strawberries. So
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense if it's in Baguio. But
Yeah,
that's good.
definitely.
That's nice.
Yeah, and they got some like amazing coffee around here because Benguet, they grow the coffee, they grow the berries, they grow like the fruits and vegetables and all of that. So you have so many cafes to choose from, and everything is just like amazing. I had peanut brittle latte.
Peanut butter. Oh wow. Peanut brittle latte.
I'm like,
Oh.
excuse me, who did that? Give him the Nobel Prize.
Dude, that is crazy. Peanut butter. What is? Are we passing around? So you don't have any plans on putting anything on YouTube yet? It's just all TikTok and Instagram for now.
Let's see. I'm actually working on a script right now where I complain about the most mundane things in life, like like dentists. What's up with those guys?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, okay, so you know how like with toothpaste. Actually, no, it's more like toothpaste brands than it is dentists. But imagine that one dentist out of that 10 that doesn't recommend the toothpaste. He's the worst dentist I've ever freaking met, like I've ever heard of. Because obviously, it's like, what dentist would not recommend like a toothpaste or a mouthwash? It's like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this.
Yeah.
Well, what about that one guy? What I want to hear what he has to
What
say
does he
about
recommend? Yo, that was funny. That was good. 9 out of 10. How about the one guy? What does he recommend? Salt. Use salt.
What? I'm surprised you said toothpaste. I mean, for someone that lives in the Philippines for so long, normally wouldn't you say
Yo,
Colgate?
I mean, she's like, did you notice she say y'all?
Yeah, that's what makes me. This fooling me. I'm like, are you sure you're all from the Philippines, like straight out, born, and raised, yada yada yada, like 100%?
Yeah.
Have you even
the
touched?
thing is, the thing is, like, I decided from a very young age that my existence will solely be used to fuck with people. So
Stop
this
hitting
is
the
me.
table.
This is.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna let you guys ever be comfortable with what you think
Oh,
I should be like.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any? I'm sure, cause
And not just you guys. I mean, just like you guys, like people in general. Yeah.
yeah.
That's my life.
Yeah, I know you were talking about us. It's okay. We
huh?
understand.
Oh, I sound like such a jerk.
So the we talked about this in our this because this is this episode, by the way, it's a Learn Filipino pod. We tell people about
Right.
about you,
Yeah.
and we sometimes teach some Tagalog words, and if they decide to go to the Philippines or marry a Filipino or Filipino,
They know what to expect.
they know to expect and to know what to say. They don't just go there
Okay.
and learn cuss words, because let's be honest.
Yeah,
That's the first thing that
that's
we
the
teach
first
foreigners.
thing you learn.
Yeah, exactly. Cuss
Yeah,
words.
almost every language.
Right, almost every languages. But
Yeah, because it's funny how.
right, right. So we talked about this in the Philippines. We have this whole Western ideology that if you speak English, and especially if you speak English fluently, they look at you as very smart, or either very smart, very rich, or both. Unless you're braggy, like those Konyo guys who mix Tagalog and English. Look at her face.
I know exactly who you're talking about. My friends and I make fun of them all the time.
Yes, sir. I can't even imitate what they're doing. But yeah, those Konyo guys.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out with that. Oh my God, like I don't have barya for my 1K. Can we like go to Starbucks instead of like the pack of coffee? Like,
Wait,
they
talk like that?
Yeah, the Konyo guys. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the forced accent, like the forced slang. It's so forced.
Yeah, it's so much worse when guys do it though. Like so much worse. It's like how you have your like skater days, bro. It's like that, but Konyo.
Yeah.
Oh
Kasi,
man.
bro. Kasi this
Yes.
is bro.
Just like that.
You don't understand kasi the concept.
I can understand it. I mean, I can
Yeah.
picture it. I can.
And for some reason, they force their deeper voice. When they're doing the Konyo sound. It's like yeah, bro. I'm gonna ride in my car. Do you wanna?
Oh, yo.
Do you wanna kasama with me? Like, you do know how to speak Tagalog. Come on.
Fresh off the boat with Fab. Okay.
We're gonna get so much hate for this. It's like, hey, anybody watching this who is Konyo and proudly Konyo, let your freak flag fly, bro. What is English? What is that?
So my question is this: since you are fluent in English, you're really good in English, do you have any problems applying for a job? Because I guarantee as soon as they hear that accent, they're like, yeah, be our manager. Actually, be a president.
Yeah,
of this.
absolutely not. I've never had like any issues, and I feel like that even though I was bullied severely as a kid for speaking English, it's really served me well into my adulthood, because I've had so many different jobs, like so many. I've been in like call center, never want to go back there ever again. Worst thing I've ever done.
Really?
Stressful, I mean, like imagine it's night shift. There's a lot of stress in the air. It's not the healthiest environment. At least the place where I went.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I cannot disclose the name. Yeah.
It's Comcast.
So
it's
it was
Comcast.
horrible.
We know this. No, I'm just kidding.
It's definitely Comcast. So yeah, it was just it was horrible. So I lasted 2 months before I quit.
Oh wow.
And okay, so I did that, and there's this one time I also got hired to work at a bar, like a nightclub in Cebu, and the place is called Trademark. Had the most fun I've ever had at a job there, because I was a bottle girl. I was there with some other friends and stuff, and we just had the most amazing time. Like every weekend we would just talk to people, and they would keep coming back to see us and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, naturally you had to be fun, spontaneous, drink as much as as much as you can without passing out. Still be able to.
I know that.
Be, good at the job, and yeah. So there was that, and most of my jobs I kind of get because I'm good at English. So yeah, people sort of assume that I'm better than I actually am. But that's all a facade. It's all a lie.
It's all a facade.
To add a question to your experience of being a bottle girl, did you have to dress the part? In the sense, because I used to do security, and the place where I do it is at an event, and a bar is included. Normally, other events don't have a bar, but where I went, they have a bar.
Right.
And in the special VIP area, they have the set where they have bottle girls, and the bottle girls have to dress the part. So if it was a hip hop and R&B club, they had to dress slutty, all booty parts going all over the place. And if it was a rock party, they had to dress more like a gothy slutty type of girl. So I was wondering, did you have to dress the part?
Yeah. Well, all of us girls just coordinated our outfits and stuff. It's like, hey, what are we wearing tonight? Are we all wearing all black? We're just wearing like, are we wearing like white tops today? Blah blah blah. And we would always coordinate with the theme. So it's not like somebody was telling us what to wear. It's more like all of us were kind of like would like talk to each other and kind of get excited about, hey, we should wear this and we should wear that. And then we would have our own like personal twists to each like uniform that we would wear for that night. So it was really nice.
So you dressed
could, like,
decently.
really tell. What is decent?
Okay. Because with the way
she wears barong Tagalog for sure, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely.
That's while you're. I don't even know what to do.
Okay.
I can't do it.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a perv or anything. It's just that
Yeah,
it's typical
like
in Western style.
Clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so you do wear skimpy clothes.
In like the Philippine, Philippine
concept.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wonder because we've understand that PH. Well, I don't know if time changed. Being a conservative in general, so I just assumed does that apply also in the club, or in concert?
Oh yeah, no, not at all. I mean, it applies to like your family reunion, but like whoever goes to those anymore. But yeah,
Okay.
the club scene, like you can pretty much dress however you want.
Fair.
And I like to take my liberties with how skimpy I go, mostly because and I didn't tell I've never told anybody this, but I kind of sweat easily now. Ever since
Now the world knows.
started working out more, like
It's all right.
that
This
kind of
conversation
stuff.
is just between us three, so it's okay.
Yeah,
It's not gonna go on the
definitely.
internet.
It's not like you're gonna post this
Yeah, absolutely.
anywhere where
Yeah.
anybody might see it. Yeah, it stays here.
Okay.
You said you sweat easily.
Yeah, like I kind of sweat easily, so I would wear like more skimpy outfits and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
I
I always
see.
had pigtails on because I actually hate having my hair down.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is a special case because I'm in a cold place.
Yeah.
But I would always wear my hair in pigtails, so everybody would call me Bunny.
Oh, is that where the
Oh, I
bunny
see.
started? It came from?
No, it actually started from like the first girl that I dated. So she would call me Bunny.
It makes sense.
And
And
you
it
just-
just kind of stuck.
Oh,
just,
okay.
just went with it. I wonder what your boyfriend
Yeah.
feels like about that. Everybody calls you like how your ex-girlfriend calls you.
How's your ex Playboy girl?
Now I'm being reminded by your ex. Why?
Well, I mean, I guess there would be some guys who would think that.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
doesn't
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
Perks of dating somebody who's a man.
yeah. Well, like, come on. It takes a man to date someone like you. You can't be insecure, like a full insecure man to date you. Because I feel like,
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't-
the last time that happened. Oof.
oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, with your, we're not gonna go into your relationship because I know you want to be private with that, which I totally respect. What your boyfriend feels about the voices that you're doing? What does he think about it? Does he make you do those voices?
Oh no, not at all. It's when we were still like at the friend stage or whatever, I would gradually get more comfortable around him. So like once in a while I would throw out a voice or two, like
Yeah.
especially when I get excited, and I get excited about like everything, especially food. And we like the same stuff. So one time we went like on this binge. We had like we had pasta, then we went out for milk tea, and then we went out for donuts, and just one thing after another. And I would just like be so happy. I would just keep throwing out all these voices and stuff, like when we're talking and whatever. And he would be like, he would laugh.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, "You have like so many voices. Like, what's up with that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Just I don't know. It just happens." So I'm guessing. I mean, he likes them. That's for sure. And he sees my TikToks, and like he messages me like because we're like in a long distance relationship right
Yeah.
now. He's in Hawaii, I'm here in the Philippines, and like yeah, he
Mm.
messages me. He's like, "Oh, that TikTok was so cute," this and that, and yeah, it's nice. He's very supportive.
Oh
He's
wow.
actually he and my mom are the ones who have been pushing me. Like obviously, my mom has been pushing me forever to be more present online because she always said that I had the attitude for it, and and he presses it. Well, not presses. He pushes me to do it as well. He's like, "Hey, you should do more of this. You should do more of that. Like you're so good at it, and
Yeah.
you look like you enjoy it." And yeah, so I'm finally listening to them. So it's working. It's working.
Can I put you on a test? And I think you'll be up for it. This is one of
Okay.
my segments for you because you do a lot of voices and you're really good at it. I'll give you an accent and see if you could do it.
Name an accent.
I'll name an
Oh
accent
wow. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then
All right.
okay.
I'll
All
do.
right.
I'll do my best.
All right. Let's start with an easy one. Let's do with
Okay.
and then okay. Actually, I have a list. Let's start with an easy one. Let's do Southern.
So, oh, I love Southern. Let's see. Let me think of like a line though. Like the lines are
Yeah,
always the
yeah.
hardest to think of. Mm. Oh no, that's horrible. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna make. I'm sorry. Like first thing that comes to my mind is like an incest joke.
Oh no!
I'm so
Welcome to
sorry.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's the
This is
thing.
the pure Southern accent right here. Let's go with British. Let's jump a little bit to British.
No, actually, okay,
Okay.
yeah, I did think of a line just now.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with Southern accent first. Um, Honey, I have no idea where you come from, but here in the South, women don't let men speak to them like that.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Let's do British.
British. Okay. Quick thing. Ever since I was in high school, people kept telling me that I look like Emma Watson, so they made me do this line over and
I
over
can
again.
see it.
Oh, wow. I
Holy
think so.
shit! Yeah. So they're like, oh hey, say that one line from Harry Potter. Oh okay. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you could come up with another brilliant idea to get us all killed or worse, expelled.
Not bad.
That is so good.
Not bad.
That was really
That was
good.
pretty good.
Personally, I don't think I look like Emma Watson though.
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Let's do your iconic Dora.
Okay. Gonna have to be able to hear myself for this one.
Okay.
Hola, soy Dora.
Yo, that was so
Not
good.
sponsored.
That was so good.
Oh, wow.
Yo, that was so good. I got another one. Do you know the New York accent?
Ooh.
You know what? I think I know it, but every time I do it, they say it's a little bit off.
Ah.
But yeah, I'd start off with something like, "Hey, leave me alone. I'm trying to get my coffee," something like that.
That was good. That was
But
really
that's
good.
more. Was that more Boston, more Queen? I don't friggin' know.
No, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah, it's like Italian mob.
Okay, okay.
Can you do a Boston one?
Can you do a Boston?
Let me think. Who's a Boston character that I know?
Mark Wahlberg. That's a perfect Boston. Hey, someone stole my teddy bear. Have you seen Ted? That's how he said it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Something like, "Hey, what's the matter with you?"
Yep. That was good.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Now we're going home because this is California. Do you know the California accent? Because you kind of did it
Oh my
earlier.
god, are you talking about this? That's so crazy. Like, okay, so my friend does this way better than I do. But there's that one video. Okay, Uncut Gems. That's like the new
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
with Adam Sandler in it. Yeah.
Mm.
so there was this one of the actresses in there, I think, was doing an interview on it, and then she kept saying "uncut jams" or
I'm
something
cut
like that.
jams.
Like because we were like working so hard on uncut jams, you know. Something like that.
And you kind of did the surfer dude in California earlier, and he's like, dude, you kind of did it.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that she said it.
Yeah.
How she said
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. This surfer dude. That's like one of my favorite accents too, because I do it when I'm mocking people.
Oh, especially the Conyo guys, because that's what they're trying to hit. The surfer dudes in California. That's what
It
trying to
does
get.
sound very similar. It sounds
Yep.
very similar.
Yep.
Like you're trying to go low. Low.
So I don't
It's
know
kind
if
of like you have a wave in your mouth.
so when I was out there and in PH, and I think I may have met someone or someone who's trying to be cool with me.
Yeah.
And
Oh no.
and I think I still had my fro at the time, a little bit, and they thought I was a black dude. So this guy comes out, busting like, "Hey, what up?"
And then said the N-word.
Yeah, he said the N word. What up?
Oh,
But he
yeah,
didn't say like with the at the end.
He said the ER.
Yeah, he said the I was like,
with the hard R.
yeah, and like,
I have to so I go to Filipino forums all the time on Facebook and things like that. And I see these Filipinos say the N-word constantly, and I have to
Oh
correct
my
them.
God, they do.
I know, and I have to correct them, and they always
do.
say, "Oh, it's not. It's just so saying like brother or friends." I said, "No, I'm here in America, and you do not say that. You don't say that, right? You don't say that as, hey,
No.
what's up, my friend? And no, you're gonna get punched."
I'm not all black or considered in the black area, but I thought in my head, I was like, okay, I want to let this guy pass because I don't think he knows what he's saying.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that a lot of them don't know what they're saying. When I was in high school, there was like this group of guys that would always say it, like just very, they just like throw it out there, they just like sprinkle it everywhere, like
yeah.
it's salt
Yeah.
or something.
That's so bad.
And like I would
Oh, man,
correct
that's
them. I'd be
sad.
like, hey, I mean, I know that it's funny that it's between you guys right now, but if you're ever out in America, I swear to God, you guys are gonna get your ass beat if you tried to say this.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh no, you're just like too sensitive. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not the one getting their ass beat when I get
Right.
to good old
Oh,
America.
man.
So, with your personality, who is your inspiration, like celebrity inspiration? Anybody that you look up to as a, because I consider you as a comedian. You can.
Comic, yeah. I
Yeah,
can say
you
she's
are a
comic.
comic. Yeah, you're a funny person, not a funny looking person. But who's your typical inspiration when it comes to
Wow.
comedy?
I mean,
Whether celebrity
when
or
it
content
comes to
creator.
comedy. Okay, well, let's see. What I look up to is the entirety of Vine made. Rest in peace.
I can see that. Yeah.
Very chaotic, and I love that.
Yeah.
And the Vine-like side of TikTok. But yeah, okay, let me think. Comedians. Who am I thinking of here? I like Gabriel Iglesias. I like Dave Chappelle. The
Oh,
Oh, wow.
the super obvious answers. Like I find Joe Coy kind of funny as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
he is funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who else? Cardi B and Doja Cat are not comedians, but if you see their TikToks, like their Instagrams, they are hilarious.
Oh, funny.
They're just so
Yeah, it's
they're just so unfiltered, and I love that.
Yeah,
And I think
man.
it's that unfilteredness that people find funny about me. It's because I just say things without thinking, and like that's apparently funny.
Yeah. No, because a lot of Filipinos, we are so good, and it could be a good thing and a bad thing. We're so good with mimicking, like mimicking like popular things, popular trends especially in America.
like impersonating?
Not just yes and no, but that trend with the guy holding a piece of paper, and he will just say unpopular opinions or something like something a hot take, and he will just stand in a corner in public area and hold that piece of paper, and it went
Yeah, I
viral
remember
in
that meme.
it went viral in here in America, and then someone copied it in the Philippines. A girl did the same thing and went viral. And people are started doing that, and even people suggested you doing some, because there was one TikTok that you did where you're pedaling and you
Oh,
were struggling
I saw
pedaling,
that.
right?
I saw that.
Oh
That
yeah.
was gold. That was gold.
I mean, not. I
Uh,
was laughing with you, just so you know. Um, that was funny.
Yeah, but someone commented and said, "Be one of that guy on Vine. You know, the guy who did story time. You know that story time guy." And
right, yeah, Thomas Sanders. Yes,
yeah,
I love Thomas Sanders. Oh my
right.
god, if I could ever meet him, that would be
Right.
amazing.
Yeah, he's so funny. And you said that was a great idea. But I was like, man, but your content is very unique. You know, not a lot of people that I know, because we are on TikTok constantly. We
Yeah.
don't see that a lot in the Philippines and American TikTok. We don't see it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, either that or it just hasn't gone viral yet. But the content that you make is very it's right there. You don't use green screen, like you're outside doing all that stuff.
You're at the moment. You're there.
You're at the moment, and you end most of your content. You end it in Tagalog, like what you did in that sidewalk. So it's like you're hitting both
Yeah.
sides, and then you have the American accent. So people's like, oh yeah, I can relate with that. And then when you cuss in that TikTok, I'm like, yo, this is legit. This is funny. So I don't think you should, in my opinion, I don't think you should do or mimic the other stuff, and I don't even think you're trying to do that. But you staying with your uniqueness, it's so good. And it's relatable, like when you're pedaling
Yeah.
and
I
you're
mean,
struggling, it was very relatable.
well, thank you. I mean, that's really nice to hear. I was thinking, yeah, I don't want to do exactly what Thomas does because what he does is like amazing and only he
Yeah.
can do that. What I wanted to do was if I were to do story times, it would be like sort of like with my own twist. It's like I'm not going to involve other people in it because some people are camera shy and I don't want to embarrass them or
Yeah.
anything. But I would probably just like view a scenario from the outside and probably just like make them talk or something or just
Mm,
try to figure out what's happening in that moment kind of thing.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll know it when I see it, but it's like up in the air right now.
Oh, man.
Is there any a big plan for you? Anything that you're planning to do? Are you planning just to stay on TikTok, or any I guess aspiration or goals that you want to do as a content creator?
Well, people have been egging me for years to put my music online,
Oh,
That's
and
right.
I've never even like recorded it. So
Yeah, because in some of your videos, I meant to
I'll
ask,
put on
like,
that.
you
Yeah,
play the uke. I heard you play the uke. So,
yeah, I do, and the guitar.
okay.
so
So you're music oriented.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
I think we've been doing this
Yeah.
podcast for about an hour, and I think our relationship leveled up a little bit. Can I just say that is very typical for short girls to play ukulele?
Oh my god, it is though. Like, yo, I swear. Like when Adventure Time came out,
Uh-huh.
and then when it slowly got popular, like I think around 3 years after Adventure Time started like getting popular, everybody started like buying ukuleles
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like all
Oh,
that
really?
shit. I swear, I already had a ukulele before that shit. I already had one before everyone else was getting their grubby little hands on it.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
I saw one. Like, okay, so I was walking with my parents in Quiapo, good old Quiapo. You can find everything there. And then I see this cute little instrument like hanging up there, and I asked the vendor like, "Hey, how much is that?" They're like, "Oh, it's 600." So I was like, "Hey, mommy, can you find me that? It's blue, it's cute, and I want it." And she's like, "Are you gonna learn how to play it though? Because like I'm not buying something that you're just gonna waste." Very typical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I promise I'll learn it." So we got that. We got a little songbook, and there was me just like playing away, like learning and all of that. And then a couple years after I started learning, like people were saying, "Oh, like that's such a weird instrument. It's like you should have just gotten a guitar." And then all of a sudden, everybody had a ukulele. Everybody was playing. Everyone was like, "Yeah, Jason Mraz, I'm yours." Like, wow, congratulations! You play the most basic song.
Oh,
And
man.
they're like, "Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at me." And I'm like,
She can't help it. She has to do voices. That's her personality.
"Yeah, I like excuse me, madame." But when I was playing that 3 years ago, you were calling me weird for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, that's awesome. But no, because it's the Adventure Time, and also that girl who won America's Got Talent. You know, the girl
Yeah,
that's playing uke.
Grace Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that girl, and the ukulele trend just blew up. Now everybody's playing
Yeah,
ukulele.
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, that Grace, she's incredible. I love her as an
Mm-hmm.
artist.
Yeah. Yeah. And for
Definitely.
some
I don't
reason,
love her as a friend because we don't know each other.
at least not yet, not yet. Dude,
Not yet.
I can see you going viral and having millions of, followers
Yeah.
everywhere, and
You're funny.
you're gonna
You're cool.
collab with all these people. And when that happens, please do not forget us.
Yeah. We.
And
we
how could I forget? I almost stood you up on accident.
Wait, what'd you say? You almost what?
I almost stood you guys up on accident.
on accident.
On accident.
Okay.
No, but seriously,
Oh, man.
and so happened most of the girls that I know who play uke, they're short girls. They love ukulele.
What do you
Yeah.
What are you saying about me?
Yo,
Girls,
because
I
we
said
got a
girls.
short fingers, bro. What you think? You think these were built for guitars?
I want to see short girls play bass. You know,
God gave us something shorter.
trying to reach it.
Oh yeah, I should learn the bass. I've been wanting
Yes.
to learn the bass for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
okay.
see it. I can see it.
Oh man,
He plays uke because he's Samoan, so he
Well-
kind of has to.
Yuka's not my main,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
'cause I have
Cool.
to.
he kind of has to. It's part
Yeah,
of the
he
stereotype.
has to.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
He's Samoan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The islands. It's either they swim, they surf, they look like Maui, and they play uke. That's the 4 qualification.
But how
that's true.
many do you take off?
Wait, what?
How many of those?
How many of those qualities do you have?
Him? All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. He
All-
looks like
okay,
he looks
so
like
he's just
Maui.
like,
Yeah. Last Halloween he was Maui.
Well, my hair wasn't long
Partially.
enough, but yeah.
Yeah. And he can swim. He plays ukulele.
Okay.
What was the 4th one? I forgot what.
You forgot the fourth one that you
I
said.
made the list and I completely forgot. Well, he's
I forgot actually. Huh.
yeah.
Um.
And he can
Okay.
sing. He can sing.
Yeah, but
really well.
whatever the fourth one was.
Yeah, whatever the 4th one. And
Whatever.
he can sing.
Of course.
He can sing really well.
One of the popular places when Polynesians are from the western side comes out to PH,
Mm-hmm.
they go to Baguio. Have you ever met any other Polynesians or Samoans like me out there, or like by accident cross
No,
somebody?
I'm only ever here for about a week at a time, so I
Oh,
don't really like run into people or anything like that.
Yeah.
oh, I thought you officially stay in Baguio, but you're just
So you're just visiting Baguio? You don't live there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just visiting relatives,
Gotcha.
and yeah, so I should be back home tomorrow night.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Earlier, you mentioned like someone bullying you due to your accent or the accent that you play out. I can only imagine. Have you always been bullied when you were a kid?
Jesus Christ, let me tell you the ways, my friend.
Sounds like there's a long list of that.
No, I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so there's being short, number one. I've always been the shortest. I still am the shortest. Puberty kind of forgot about me. And there was,
You're busy doing voices.
what else? There was being very talkative. Yeah, I would do a lot of voices. I thought that was normal. Apparently it's not. How was I supposed to know that?
Okay, 'cause the reason why I brought it up.
What else? I would read a lot.
You read a lot, you said?
Yeah, I'm always like at the library. They're like, "Oh my God, she's at the library. What a loser."
That makes sense.
The reason why
Okay.
I built them, I thought, is because
Leave me alone.
is that your character now, like being so confident and tough? I can just imagine. Did you build that up during, because people bullying you, or were you always like that?
Oh my goodness, no. I had the worst self-esteem when I was younger, and yeah, I really did like build it up because of all the bullying and stuff. And you know how it doesn't really help when adults say, "Oh, just ignore them,"
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
tell somebody and they'll take care of it. Yeah, no, that shit doesn't work. It's like, were you not children too? Do you not like? What is going on here? Did you just like forget everything that happened in your childhood? Because obviously you know why you can't just tell an adult or just ignore them.
Dude,
That doesn't just happen.
Yeah, I
You
totally
have
agree.
to build up to it.
I totally agree. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at us. I was bullied a lot when I was in high school, because I wear glasses, and people like, for some reason, people love to make fun of people that wears glasses, smart, and what else? Very interesting people. That's like, because this is their insecurity, you know. They're
Mm.
insecure about, I want that and you have it, kind of thing. And most of them are just stuck in high school, you know, the good looking athletic,
The typical
yeah,
popular
yeah,
kid.
what is that, ladies man people. They're just stuck in high school. Not all of
Right?
them,
Oh yeah,
most of them, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
a lot of them definitely.
They're
like,
golden days.
Yeah, the golden
the
days.
people who peaked in high school.
Yes, yes. And for us, we can't wait to get out of high school because we know something's better is gonna happen after high school. You know, either college or something else, and then we thrive. Like, look at us. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Well,
you're
I'm sure we're all doing our best. That's for sure.
no, but your confidence and your talent is, and I think we've said it enough. It's just remarkable.
Yeah.
And with the talent you have, and with the podcast that we are having right now, is we're trying to showcase your talent, and we
Yeah.
want to let people know that Filipinos are not just nurses, not just OFW, which there's nothing wrong with that, but we have Filipinos that exist that can be anywhere else. You know what I mean? And we're really good at it, and we're starting to be like, on TikTok. How many popular Filipinos are in there? They're everywhere.
Oh my God, you got
Yeah.
Bella Poarch,
Right.
Bretman
Bretman
Rock.
Rock, are you kidding me? Yo, it's crazy how many Filipinos are in there, and they're just funny, and in different avenues. There was one TikToker, I messaged him too. He you know that guy who he, like, if you're looking for a girl in a certain videos and you can't find him, he is the guy who will tell you who that girl is. He will post all of his Instagram accounts and TikTok accounts. I forgot his name. He lives here in the States. I forgot his name, but yeah, he's like, he always used the sound saying, oh man, I completely forgot what the sound. Master something. He's a bigger guy, and it's like, if you're looking for this specific girl, I know the account of this specific girl. I'm like, and he has so many followers. That's his talent. That's it. He doesn't talk.
That's a little scary.
I know. I
know, I'm like-
know.
I was like, I'm a woman and I feel threatened.
I know. But he's like, that is his account. What a creeper. But he's awesome though. He's great.
I don't know.
I mean, you know, he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Careful with it. But
Yeah.
be very careful with what you're doing.
What do you say?
But then again, I mean, it is a social media account. That,
Yeah.
You know, still, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And I mean, because in my head, it's like, this girl's posting content, so they want to be popular. So there's this guy who's making them
Right.
popular by exposing their accounts, you know? So a lot of people was going to follow
Oh,
them.
okay. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
I almost like thought it was like, oh, hey, help me find this chick that, you know.
No,
that's,
not like
really
that,
pretty
not
or
like
whatever,
that.
And then finds her. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good. For a
Yeah.
second, I was like,
No. So someone will post a random video, and they're this girl, and people will try to find out if this girl has a social media account, and he will find them.
well, fast, brother.
Yeah. Right.
Wow. He
Right.
has so much time on his hand.
In this world of content creation that you're doing right now, what is the do you want to be popular? Is that the whole goal of content creator for you? Content creation?
Not particularly. I just want to be funny and make jokes and stuff, which
I see.
seems to be working.
Yeah.
I guess if I were to really think about it, and if, let's say, if it is in the cards that I become very, very popular and recognizable when
Yeah.
I go out and stuff, I feel like that would, like, that would be a little weird to me because, like, first of all, duh, it's never happened to me. And
Yeah.
second of all, it's like, I like just being able to go around and do my thing and not have to stop and talk to people all the time. And, you know, I know I said earlier that I am a talking machine. I will talk all day, but, you know, there are some days when I just want to be alone and I want to go outside and hang out at a cafe or at a park or whatever. And I don't want to be like approached all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You
So,
have your moments of
do
being
I
with
wanna be
people or be
famous?
with yourself.
I don't know. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. Do I want to be with people or do I want to
Yeah.
be just like with me, this
Yeah.
reptilian humanoid creature that I am?
So most of your followers most of them are Filipinos or Americans? Like, did you look at
mixed.
your
I
statistics?
have no idea.
Oh, so you
no,
haven't?
I'm actually,
Yeah, you
like,
haven't looked at your
I
TikTok
don't even
statistics?
know how to do that. Yeah, I don't even know how to do like green screen stuff on TikTok. I'm so dumb.
Well,
I
what
just know how to open my
your
notifications
your
and
editing,
make the little videos.
yeah, your editing skills is good though. Like, when you're talking and you cut, that was good. That was really good. That was cuz and this, most kids or most people, our attention span is like that quick. And you know when to cut it, when to make it interesting. And the biggest secret, they said, the biggest secret in TikTok is to how to keep people engaged. Like your first second of the video, granted it's only 15 seconds, 3 minutes maybe. If you got the people engaged in the first second or two, and they kept watching your video, that means you're winning. Because a lot of people, because I saw this TikTok video. They said, you're fighting against, not against other content creator, you're fighting against their thumb. Because you know how easy it is to scroll up.
Yeah, to swipe them up.
To swipe and scroll and scroll.
Yeah, that's why you have to break them.
Yeah. So when you
What?
you have to break them the thumb. I just got that. I thought you were talking about like the people. But the
them too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree. But the when you get them not to scroll, it's like, oh, this is funny and this is interesting. Like what you do with the pedaling. That was like, no, this is good.
Yeah, I don't know how I do that.
So most of them right now are, because based on your comments, at least based on your comments, because you read the comments, most of them are Filipinos or Americans.
Yeah, most of them are Filipinos. And once in a while, I see the odd comment of like, you're so funny. You would love from this place or that place, or like when I do my lives, people sometimes say where they're from, and it's like places that I wouldn't expect somebody to like see my content from. Like one of them was London. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
I got quite a few people from like the US, which is not as surprising as the ones from London or like Spain or Brazil or whatever like that.
Yeah. And I heard once you hit US and India, that's when you're gonna go viral, because a lot of consumers are in India. Like I think the number one consumer of TikTok is India right now. India, China, Philippines, and US.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's a
cool.
lot of Indians TikToker. Like so many.
Cool.
Yeah, they typically do the same thing though. And no hate for Indian content creator, but they do a lot of those,
The copying like Filipinos do.
yeah, the copying, and then the soundtrack and with slow mo, and they do something awesome, and then they're gonna slow mo it kind of thing. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
You know what I
seen
mean?
those.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
it's almost the same, but they're funny and they're really interesting. So what's the next step for you for content creation? Anything that you planning to do or come up with?
Well, I would very much like to get back into my YouTube a little bit more. That's not to say that I'm gonna stop any of the TikTok stuff. Like I like TikTok because like it's so quick and
Yeah.
you can just like get a video out there in like a couple minutes or whatever, which is obviously way quicker than YouTube.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
still gonna do YouTube.
Right.
And what else? And I suppose the content creation doesn't really stop there. I'm gonna be recording and releasing some of my songs probably by next month or so, which would be great.
Yeah.
And the last thing, this is on more of like a serious note, but I am a filmmaker, and I am hoping to shoot this short film that I wrote like last year on like sexual violence awareness kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally different, I know that's like a totally different tone from what we were talking about, but yeah, that is something that I'm working on getting funding for right now. Hoping to shoot it, release it by April. So those are all of the things that I have in mind for the content that I want to release.
You are really a real comic, because you notice this with a lot of comedians, especially in States. They go from comedy, like a lot of comedy, and they go a sharp left turn to drama. The Adam Sandler done it, Will Ferrell done it. What's the name of the mask guy? Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey, yeah, Jim Carrey has done it. Like they do a lot of drama stuff, like heavy, especially Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart does a lot of drama stuff, like crazy, making you cry drama things. But
yeah, definitely. I feel like you can't be a good comedian unless you like, because the very basis of I think comedy is empathy and like understanding people and social boundaries and constructs and relationships and things like that. And that's why you can poke the parts that are funny, but the other side of that is you have to understand the real the real life implications of those sorts of things.
I heard from one podcaster, George Janko. He said that comedy comes from a dark area or dark world of your life. Is that true?
I would say that because every time somebody asks me, "Oh my God, why are you so funny?" I'm like, trauma.
Makes sense. That makes sense. And then you smile.
They take it they take it as a joke, like, "Oh, you're so funny." Yeah, I know. Anyway, started when I was 5.
Yeah. So someone asked me one time. He said, you're because I'm a drummer, and he asked me, it's like, how are you so good in drums? Like, why? How are you so good in drums? What inspired you in playing drums? And I said, oh yeah, that's a funny story, because when I was little, my dad used to beat me up, and then he hit me, and then I heard the rhythm. I was like, I'm gonna be a drummer.
Oh my God, that reminds me of like this thing we did in film school where the kid was like addicted to doing the whoa.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I didn't write it. My friend wrote it, but I think it was absolutely brilliant. Like she's hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was addicted to doing the whoa because his dad would come home every night and like beat him up. And then he's like, no. So like for the rest of his life, he kept going like that. Yeah, I know.
That was good.
Wow. For that turns alcohol abuse into child abuse.
Yes. It's like, why are you so good with voices? Oh yeah, because when I was a kid, my dad beat me up. And they throw me in a corner, and I don't have any other friends, so I make friends for myself. So I make voices.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That is so sad. Oh man.
Yeah. So you're not funny. You're a psychopath.
Exactly. Kid, people found me annoying, didn't want to be my friend. That is true. I think it's just like a very thin line. It's like, do I take this path to be a comedian, or do I take this path to be a serial killer? Find out later.
I'll find out later.
The way she says
no,
it.
But I know. It's just so normal. It's like, this is the voices in your head, right? This.
Yes, but I am not schizophrenic. That's for sure. They're not in my head. They're coming out of my vocal cords.
We
so we can say that they're not like really in here,
It's like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the audience knows. Yeah, people call me that.
Oh really? Just like Harley Quinn. They said, what's the voice in my head said? Kill everybody? I'm just kidding. That's not what they said. That's what...
Yeah, I mean, that's not what they said. They said something else.
Right.
I've always loved Harley Quinn ever since, ever since the animated Batman series of the early 2000s. What a nerd. Anyway, yeah, so she's always been like super awesome.
Yeah.
I love her spunky character. Love the whole like gesture thing she's got going on. And yeah, she's become like a more interesting, nuanced character as time progressed. I love her latest depiction in Birds of Prey. Like, that is the most Harleyest, Quinniest I've ever seen her.
Yeah.
Love that.
Wow.
Okay, makes sense.
So you're into filmmaking. You do funny stuff on TikTok and social media. You sing. You watch animated shows. What? Oh my gosh! What else? Like, you're almost like a full package. What other interesting thing do you do? And you play instruments.
Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I can name every Smurf.
That is a very non-practical skill that you have right there. That is awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, I know.
You definitely need to put that in your resume. You're gonna get hired quick.
What else? I do a lot of sports.
Oh, sports.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like, hey, you want me to tell you the history of Greedy Smurf? Yeah, I'll tell you about that.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
but anyway, yeah, sorry. Going back to the sports, yeah, I do like a lot of free diving. For a while, I did parkour, but the lessons were a little expensive, and I
Hmm.
want to get into like aerial silks, pole dancing, that sort of thing.
Mm.
Um, what else? Oh, right, I forgot the thing that I'm most passionate about. I am a marine biologist. That's another
Yeah, I've
thing that
noticed
I
that.
do.
Oh, wow.
Like, I know she put on some fun facts about the ocean, or yeah, I saw a few of those. Like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Yo,
Yeah,
you have a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
things to you have a lot of things to offer. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
yeah. So I know that no matter what path I take in life, if I fail at one thing, I could always be a stripper in Vegas. Yes, let's go. Let's make that money, baby.
I was expecting a different answer. She went that way.
No, you can be a stripper in SeaWorld too, because you're a marine biologist.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll do like a routine with the seals and all that.
Oh
The
man,
build up of that joke was awesome.
that was good. Yep,
Yo.
you're good.
So, do you like Nemo then? You like Finding Nemo? Is that the? I don't know why that's the first thing that popped in my head. There's a lot of other.
Yeah, Finding Nemo was great. Yeah, they did amazing. If you have studied like marine biology and stuff,
Oh,
you would see that the reef, the way they built the reef, is it's very accurate. Like
Mm,
you got your soft corals, you got your hard corals, you got your algae,
yeah.
uh the different species of fish and all that. Very,
Wow.
very accurate. I
I
like it.
I completely forgot that it's called Finding Nemo. I forgot it was a movie. I knew it was a character. When you ask her Finding Nemo, I was like, are you asking her really a question of Finding Nemo? I really thought you were asking her a serious question.
About like just a random Finding Nemo.
yeah,
It didn't
'cause
register that it was a movie.
I forgot it was a movie. Because the question fits like, so do you like Finding Nemo? So like, Finding
Shoot.
Nemo.
You're not just slow in movements. You slow in other things too.
Okay. 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 All right. Sorry, I can't catch up on the bag one between you
It's
two.
alright. It's alright.
You voice in the
All
head
right.
people.
So I ask people this. I ask every guest that we have, in this podcast. Give us, because your side, you don't have any specific things. So usually, like our previous guest, we have the one that loves play video games and like ultimate nerd, Kuya Dino. You probably have seen him on TikTok. We have him as a guest. We had Kuya EJ, who loves books and traveling and travel vlogs and things like that. But for you, you don't really have a specific thing. Like you almost do everything. So my question is, give us a hot take, any unpopular opinion, whatever it may be. Maybe involve Philippines, maybe comics, maybe songs, movies, anything. Give us an unpopular opinion that maybe a lot of people like, but you don't, kind of thing. You can do
This
that.
is honestly, this is like a very strong opinion I hold, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is unpopular,
Okay.
but we need to change our media. We need to change the media.
Hold on. You're cutting out. Hold on. Say it again.
Oh, do we lose her?
Did we lose her? Are you still
Okay,
there?
if you can hear us, we can't hear you. Or
I know.
Your internet just
General.
cut.
All right. Say,
Oh,
say,
okay, yeah, it did. Okay,
yeah, say it again. There you go. You're back.
what was it? Where did I cut off?
The media.
Okay,
We
yeah.
need to change our media.
So, yeah, we need to change our media because, like, I could say, like, from the comedy, it's still very primitive, very slapstick. When it just the comedy can be very insulting to the audience because they still put in these horribly obnoxious laugh tracks. It's like, hey, gotta laugh now, gotta laugh now. It's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny. It's funny. You better laugh now. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, something like that.
yeah.
So it's not
And
okay.
yeah, so it's primitive. We can do better. And when it comes to TV shows and movies, it's all sort of like the same mindless drivel over and over. And I know it's not the fault of the people who work for these television companies. It's kind of like it's always like the tippy top of the heads who make the decisions about what people are going to be seeing on the TV, like on TV that's not primetime news. Like the teleseries where people are like cheating on each other and people are
Yeah.
getting hit by cars and magically
Yeah.
waking up and every nurse doing CPR horribly wrong. It's like the same thing over and over, and it's
Yes.
because that's what they think that the people want. And like very
Mm-hmm.
clearly, people want something more. They want something more intelligent,
Yeah.
but we're just not getting that.
Yeah.
So, as a whole, I feel like we are being kept dumbed down,
Mm.
and
Mm.
we need to, yeah, like I said, improve our media, improve our comedy, improve our teleseries, our movies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we need things that are more intelligent,
Yeah.
because we as a people, we are intelligent, but we're not being given the chance to enjoy more intelligent media,
Right.
unless it's like from another country. That's why people here love
Mm.
like Netflix so much,
Yeah.
because they're watching like all these amazing like movies and series from like
Right.
Korea or from the US or from France or like
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
like, we could do that.
I totally agree, and I think we had this conversation before. I say that all the time, but
Mhm.
it's the same directors. No hate, actually, full hate on them. semi hate on them. It's the same directors over and over again, and it's the
Same material, same stuff.
storyline, especially with movies. Like it's basically all the same thing. Like we haven't stepped up the idea. I'm not saying we should copy Western culture. I'm not saying we should copy Indian Bollywood culture. I'm saying is we have talents, skillful directors that can do better,
Yeah.
And
We have so many stories.
Yeah.
So many.
Right.
yeah. And that's why indie films work really well in the Philippines, like the storylines in indie films were phenomenal. Like at one point we got better in what was that? The historical movie with what was that?
General Luna.
General Luna, because it's so
Yeah.
different. It's way different than the
good.
usual, I don't know, Lastic Man, Fantastic Man. I don't know. It's just all the same, like love story, like the comedic love story with, it's usually like I de las alas or same people constantly in comedy, but
It was funny the first 10 times, I
Yeah.
guess.
or it was funnier when it was in, it was funnier in the 90s. And then when we went to
Yeah.
2000s, like, yeah, we need something else.
Yeah, it's that whole formulaic approach that's really killing the vibe,
Mm.
It's not a vibe.
Right. We had this conversation before. Do you think because people said that there's nothing new under the sun. There's no other new concept when it comes to movies, like zombie movies, love story. Do you think, as a filmmaker, do you think there's gonna be an original concept for a movie?
There's this thing that we say,
Mm-hmm.
if it's good, it's not original. And if it's original, it's probably not good.
Oh.
Oh wow.
And that's not to say that, yeah, maybe every story has been under the sun has already been told.
Mm-hmm.
But what makes like directors and writers so valuable is that, sure, every story's been told, but can you take this format of a story and spin it into a way that it sounds new?
Hmm.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you have well, for instance, we have the whole hero's journey story.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's this, everybody knows it, everybody's familiar with it. Little guy, a little town. He wants to like find his dad or become a better person or some crap like that. Then there's like this mentor that guides him through things, and then he has this transformative stage, and there's the big battle, and then he becomes the person that he wants to, or he finds out that the magic was in himself all along or something like that.
Yeah.
Everybody has heard that story like a million times, but we have so many different iterations of that story that we love for different reasons. It's like I like Star Wars, I like Lord of the Rings, I like that movie, that recent Pixar movie. What was it? Okay, it wasn't recent. Crap, it was like right before the pandemic.
Oh.
Pixar movie.
Pixar, the one with the blue guys, the elves.
Onwards.
Onward.
Onwards. Yeah, I
love
like
that
that
movie.
one.
We love it.
We love it.
Love it.
That was so
Oh,
good.
man.
That
Really?
was so good.
Yeah, because it's
then, like,
so
those are all,
unique.
like, heroes.
Because it's brothers now. Like we've never seen any brother Disney film. Well, we had the sisters Anna and Elsa, but with Onward, they're brothers, and it's not romantic relationship movie. It's just siblings, you know, and it's so
Yeah,
unique.
but yeah, exactly. And then in the end, it still is the basic of like a hero's journey story.
Yeah, yeah,
And it has
I see
like
what you
all
mean.
of the main components. You just switch a few things around. Like it's a different setting. It's a new concept of
Of
like
that,
fairy tale creatures in the modern era kind of
right?
thing. I really loved that. That was great.
yeah. It was phenomenal. It was good.
Yeah,
How about
yeah, and then
Oh no, go
mhm.
ahead, go ahead.
And then you have the coming of age stories like Turning Red, which just recently came out. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet.
Turning
Nope,
red.
not yet.
And yeah, so Turning Red is a very typical coming of age story. It's like a girl who is growing up and she's going through changes and she's scared that it's going to change her world as it is. And in the end, it does change her world, but in a positive way.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, we've heard of like
yeah.
a million stories like that, but I was absolutely enamored by Turning Red because of how they executed the story.
Wow, wow. Yeah, because she was hitting puberty, right? Like she's going through puberty stages. That's what I heard. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
We're planning to
yeah.
watch it.
It's yeah, it's pretty much like talking about like girls when they're first going through puberty, and but in this version, she turns into a giant red panda.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
the red panda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember now.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, super
Wow,
cute, so
wow.
cute. I love it.
What is your I completely forgot to ask you earlier when you mentioned about your music. What is your genre of music? What's the genre? Because I know you play uke, but you can play rock and roll
Right?
in
Yeah.
uke. But what kind of genre of music do you sing?
Um, I keep hearing the term bedroom music, but not the sexy kind.
Like
The
Katrina
kind that
Katrina Halili kind of bedroom music.
not quite. More like bedroom music, as in you're just sitting in your bedroom and you're just like
Mm,
playing or whatever.
wow.
It's not exactly folk, but it is acoustic, and it is, hey, I'm singing my feelings kind of deal.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's interesting. That's new. If there's music for the lobby, there has to be music for the room. There's music for the elevator. Why not the bedroom?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. That
yeah, you
was
got
good.
bathroom music too.
A bedroom
Yeah,
music.
sometimes I like stairway music.
Stairway
That's-
music. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
new thing. I'm
not,
making it
not
happen.
not escalator.
Not
Stairway.
stairway.
Like you.
You gotta walk up the stairs.
You walk up the stair and you stay there. I like this
Yeah.
music. I might stay here for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. No, bedroom music, but not in a sexual way. You know, just
Interesting.
Yeah,
chilling.
not like sexy time music. It's
Right.
just
Curious.
definitely not.
I really want
I
to
don't
listen
I
to
don't
this.
think yeah, I don't think like crying about some dude that had like did not reciprocate his feelings for me is very sexy. So yeah. I don't think anybody could really enjoy themselves to that.
Yo, yes,
Funny.
I can imagine. I mean, anybody can make any music sexual, anyways. But I can't imagine someone turning that to that.
Yeah, like, why don't you love me?
Yes, that is awesome. Well, Bunny, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
You're amazing. I know we said that multiple times, but you're really funny. You're really talented, and we know that, man, you're gonna go viral. There's
I'm looking
future,
forward to it.
There's future in
Aw,
this.
thanks, you guys are so nice.
Yeah, there's really future in what you're doing, and with that just one video that you posted, and it's really funny. It's so authentic because it's not forced comedy. Like, you know, like you shot that video. I feel like you shot that video. It popped in your head. It's like, I'm gonna make this video, shot it, post it, and then just let it go, which is really important because a lot of people who's content creator, they're really insecure on their post. You know, when they post something, they see they only has 5 views, they delete it, they repost it, and see how many views it's gonna get. But for you, it's like, I'm having fun doing this. So I'm gonna post it. If it goes viral, then great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Yeah. But it just so happened it went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not expect that like at all. I just expected my friends to see it.
Right. Do you drafts video? Do you save videos in your drafts?
No, I don't like ever have things in my draft.
You just do it and let
no.
it go.
Oh wow.
I didn't. I know there's a button for it, but I've never hit it before.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So most of these things that you're doing then are unplanned, like unplanned videos, which is great. You know, that makes you like a very authentic,
authentic, organic, just all the way.
funny person. Because man,
Okay.
that's
natural.
That pedaling thing, I
Oh,
cannot
that's
get
cool.
that. I cannot get that out of my head.
No, because if you were to understand more about the whole social media world or the TikTok world, man, they go into in depth with it. Like he just mentioned, that was just a piece of it. If the very same video they put it up and don't like it, they take it off and put it up again. The techniques and like that, but you're different. You're just
Yeah.
you know, you thought of something, just feel like to express it, share your thought to the world. Hey, yada yada yada, post it, done. Just like afterthought.
Yeah,
That's it.
I like to attribute that to my TikTok incompetence because I don't know how any of that crap works.
And you made it work somehow.
Any
It's
dream
great.
any dream collabs that you want to do with besides Thomas? Any dream collabs that you wanted to?
Collabs. I don't think David Attenborough's on TikTok, but if he is, I would love to collab.
David Attenborough.
Everybody
okay.
loves David Attenborough.
Yeah, yeah. How about what's the name of that singer? The guy who sang "When I See You Again" with man, why am I forgetting names?
Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth. Yeah. How about Charlie Puth? Because you're a singer. Any?
I don't actually know much about him.
Oh.
I haven't I hear his music and stuff, but I'm not like an active listener or anything.
Gotcha.
He's cool though.
It's cool. Yeah. That perfect pitch.
Got a nice voice. Very nice voice. Very nice.
Well, again, Bunny, we want to say thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for saying yes to this. You
Yeah.
know, we got to know you more.
Yeah,
and
thank you for having me.
yeah, and your passion and the things that all of the 100 things that you do
Yeah.
and 100 personalities,
ADHD.
100 personalities and 100 voices that you have. We love all of them. Every single one of them.
You're awesome.
They're awesome. We want to say thank you. And now hopefully this is not the last time we guest you in our pod. We want to invite you again sometime. Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah, for real. I'll make sure I have like a better background. You know, good camera.
Yeah. No, it's
You're
great.
good.
It's
This
great.
Is,
I love
this is all
your
part of your
my-
authenticity.
right. I love your tattoos, by the way. I saw some of your tattoos
Yeah.
on Instagram. They're amazing.
Oh yeah, thank you. I got them mostly like from Cebu. You better you guys should like come on down sometime.
Yes, I haven't been to Baguio or Cebu. That's one of the places I want to go to.
Oh, they're
One of the
beautiful,
few
bro.
places.
Been to
I know.
Baguio.
He only stayed in the Philippines for 4 years. I was born in the Philippines. I moved here 21 years old. Man, I've never been to Baguio. That's like one of my depressing regrets.
Yeah, I made a quick trip from north to the very south. So yeah,
Ugh, I
PH
wanna
is
go.
beautiful.
I want to go there.
Nice.
But
All
yeah.
right. Well, you guys should definitely like do that like together, and it'll be funny. You should record the whole thing.
Yes, and then
definitely.
we'll get to meet you when we go to the Philippines. We wanna see you in person, you know, yeah,
"Hey."
and do all your
Hey.
do all your funny stuff. But yeah, thank you for doing this. If you're watching this podcast and if you're listening to this podcast, you want to see our faces, go to youtube.com and look for The Maximum Filipino Show. And if you're working out, you know, and you're tired of looking at our faces, hopefully not, but you just want to listen to us, go to your favorite podcast app and look for The Maximum Filipino Show. Go follow us. Which, by the way, if you want to follow her, just find bunny.shy, right?
Or is it Bunny Shy?
Bunnyshy.ph.
There we go.
Bunnyshy.ph. Yes. TikTok, Instagram, and I think that's it. And YouTube, she said she's gonna start her YouTube. All of that is in there. We're gonna link to her account in the bio. If you want to follow us, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all that, just look for The Maximum Filipino Show. If you want to make any suggestions, just don't ask for her personal information because we're not going to give that to you.
No.
Just email us, themaximumfilipino@gmail.com. But yeah, dude, this is one of my favorite podcast episodes for sure. I don't think I've ever laughed that much in a podcast episode.
Really?
Yeah, as much as I did in here.
Oh, well, I am
no, but
glad to have helped you with that.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you this before we end this podcast. So I DM her, right, about the podcast, and she asked me where I'm from. Am I in California? And I said no, I'm in Michigan. And she said, oh, what's interesting there? I said, well, right now it's snowing. And then she said, oh, send me a pic. That's the first message, and then the second message, just the snow, okay? I said, I could tell you get creepy messages all over social media.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I do.
For you to emphasize, I just want snow, nothing else.
Like,
Don't me send
me a
anything
picture of
else.
the snow. Yeah,
Okay.
and you very graciously obliged. You sent me a picture of like a fistful of snow.
Yes,
which
and
is
then-
awesome. Thank you.
And then the outside and
I was
things
very
like that.
satisfied by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. She was satisfied with the snow.
must have
That's
been
it.
cold.
It was cold. I didn't have shoes when I took that picture. I'm like, well, she's gonna be our
Okay.
guest, so I gotta give her what she
Yeah.
want. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not asking for monetary compensation. Just give me a damn picture
Yeah,
of
I just
snow.
have to give you snow. That's it. But again, thank you so much for being here. Thank
Yeah,
you for
buddy.
Bunny. We'll see you guys later.
Later,
Bye.
guys.
Oh, man.
See ya.
Sharon.